Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedo, with another commentary video, because I know how much you all love commentary. I didn't do one on Wednesday, because, actually, yeah, I just didn't, so I'm doing it today. I'm sorry, alright? Please, don't unsubscribe. Without further ado, this video is mostly just me playing on my Saiyan, coming across a few weird individuals, as well as the main reason for this is that I found a few players that interested me, and I was thinking, hey, maybe they'd interest you too. Of course, they're not exactly cheap. I would say only 2 of them would fit under the category of cheap, and even then it's not so much, so it probably, sorry that the title isn't like Steedo exposes noob 270 something, I don't know. But right now I am facing a Jiren. Another Jiren will come. I would say the second one is probably worse. Just that this first one is easier to... I try to build suspense as the fights go on. That's what I'm trying to do here. But the main reason why it looks like obviously I'm struggling so much is because 1, I don't actually ever fight Jirens online, so when I do, I completely forget that the back hit is a thing. 2, I keep forgetting my own rule, that when you are fighting Jiren, just take his combo, unless if he's doing an infinite. Because most Jiren players actually don't even... Nice stamina break, by the way. Most Jiren players don't even actually really know how to play their character. They just pick him because, oh look, he's got a fast back, he's got a lot of health and a ton of stamina. So he's probably the best character in the game. At least that's what they think. But obviously there's a lot more that goes into Jiren than that. So you don't really see a lot of greatness from these online Jirens. But here, yeah, he just runs into that. And credit where it's due, he doesn't limit burst, which I did expect, which is why I used Saiyan Spirit. He doesn't even limit burst after that, he just takes the second hit immediately after that, and, you know, credit where it's due, he didn't have to play fair against me by any means. In fact, I honestly deserved to lose that fight because I was too busy trying to figure out, oh, how do I get past this, how do I get past that? I wasn't really paying attention, I was just being an idiot. This on the other hand is one of those Jirens that will do infinites, so you actually do need to vanish against him a lot more. He also really loves Jiren's cancel. I think he played the Saiyan. Yeah, no, he plays a Saiyan. I mean, not that it's bad to play a Saiyan, but if someone's playing a female Saiyan, a female Margin, or a male Earthling, no, not a female Saiyan, male Saiyan, female Margin, and male Earthling, you just know that they only pick CACs, no original characters who can XY or cancel really quickly in some way. I don't think I get a stamina break on him here, or if I did, he probably limit burst like 2 seconds. No, I do nothing with my stamina break, that's right. I knock him back, I go blue, and then use Kaioken Assault. To be fair, I did this because I wanted to. I wasn't really concerned about, you know, winning. I mean, then I'm not really concerned about winning, period, when I'm playing this game. I mostly just try to invoke my enemy to do something that would be worth an upload. For example, I would, like, mess around or waste time so the enemy would, like, do, I don't know, do something crazy. Do something that would be interesting enough to put in a video. Because the majority of my fights that I don't show you guys are really just boring fights where I will either beat the person way too quick, they will beat me way too quick because I do fight cheap players, obviously, or the fight will just be really slow and boring and long. Nothing would really happen. The ones I show you, in my opinions, are the best ones. At least that's what I believe. So yeah, his infinite combo finally stops only because he decides to back it at the wrong point, and I finally decide to take revenge on him by showing him that, hey, I have a quick back hit too. We both have one of those, so, you know, don't feel special. He vanishes here, but I think I counter it with... Nope, I didn't counter it with a Kamehameha. I normally vanish into a Kamehameha when I do end off that combo, so I just assumed the same thing again. He limit bursts here. He should have limit burst after I stamina broke him, to be fair. But, I don't know, he didn't think that far ahead, I guess. So, you know, he comes up with... I mean, he's one of these people that has an auto guard limit burst, and, like, he still blocks for some reason. I don't know why people do that. But yeah, I just perfect block him here and then hit him with a delicious ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha. It's funny, he has a limit burst for auto guarding, and then I'm the one who auto guards him. Like, oh, okay. This guy is a bit more intriguing than the last guy. The last guy does make a return, if for those of you who actually look at the intro scenes. before my actual intro comes on. This guy's a bit more interesting, mostly because he's completely mastered the art of Saiyan back air, and by that I mean he just throws them out whenever he feels like it. He also has I think he has a tendency for Death Beam. I think it's this guy at least. He really likes his Death Beam. I don't think he actually connects one, but hey, so long as he shows his appreciation for the move. I really like it when Saiyan back hits hit you from... Oh, by the way. Yeah, sorry, no. Perfect block in Gatebreaker, in my opinion, is super easy, so long as you know it's coming. Super easy to perfect block. I think he limit bursts near the end. He doesn't limit burst here. But yeah, Gatebreaker, I mean, at least for me, isn't much of a problem anymore. Because when you see someone has a counter on, they're gonna spam it. People don't put these moves on so they don't use them. They put them on so they can use them. Like if you see someone with aura slides, I mean, my best bet for everyone who plays Xenoverse, if you play any match, use the Scouter. It's there for a reason. See what moves your enemy has and try to think ahead for when they do start using that move. For example, this guy has Gatebreaker and Death Beam. Oh, he's probably a guy who really likes overpowered Ki Blasts to put you, Ice Field is a Ki Blast as well, by the way. He really likes his Ki Blasts, evident by Evil Blast. That doesn't work out and he just gets completely annihilated. But again, yeah, use your Scouter when you can, because you know which moves these people have and you can kind of pressure them into messing up. For example, I could have stamina broke him after he failed his Gatebreaker, but I know it sounds cocky of me to say this, but I was confident enough that I would be able to lower his stamina a bit more before I stamina break him. I didn't want to go for an early stamina break because he'd get stamina back way too quick and I wouldn't be able to do that much damage. So I was thinking I'll just keep pushing on until I can get stamina down to the bottom, which is why I didn't stamina break him after I perfect blocked the Gatebreaker. This guy's connection is a bit iffy, but he wasn't too much of a problem. I think he just key cancelled a bit. Like, I don't know, think of the most like generic male Saiyan ever. And then a bit more generic than that. Not too generic. Go back a bit. Okay, yeah, now you have him. It's, I don't know, all male Saiyans play the same, but then again, when your X combos suck, you are kind of forced to use the Y combos, which are their strongest combos. It's depressing, I know. Some male Saiyans would understand the struggle of being called overpowered simply because they spam the Y combos. But the heavy combos is really all they have, because their X combos are complete garbage or they just don't work online. Of course, I'm not saying male Saiyans aren't broken, because even if the X combos did work, guess what people would still use. So, yeah, that's besides the point. Of course, again, this guy really likes his counters, so I expected them. If someone has a counter on, like I said, they are going to use it. That's why they do have it on. I know I could have super Kamehameha'd him or did like another like high damage move when I was on the ground, but again, I try to invoke a reaction, or at least I try to invoke more out of my enemies when I'm fighting them, because that's nice, right? You guys want to see something new. You don't want to just see me completely destroy people 24/7. How entertaining would that be? Oh, some guy loses the fight in 30 seconds, and Steedo used super Kamehameha twice in one stamina break. That must have been so. This is my fault, by the way. This is actually all my fault. I was being really dumb here. Even if he didn't use his evasive, that wouldn't have hit him anyways, because Kamehameha fully charged is the greatest move ever. By that I mean it sucks. He gets perfect block twice in a row because, again, I just wanted to finish him off in style, because that's the Steedo way. I don't know. I have a weird do it big or don't do it all mentality. Because that's just the best way. That's the way I like fighting the most, I guess. I don't know. Again, I'm fighting this guy as well. Pretty laid back. I honestly should probably do a video using no soup. Actually, I could probably do a video using no supers or clothes or super souls or anything like that, actually. Because in a lot of these fights, I didn't even really use my attacks. I mean, Savage Strike, one of the most infamous moves for... Oh, people are going to do this at the end of every combo. I don't think I touched Savage Strike in any of these fights. And it was on all of the presets, I assume. Because I really like Savage Strike. So, I don't know. Maybe you can expect that soon. But, yeah, again, this was the last Jiren I fought. He's on his Saiyan now. Of course, he can't do as much damage to me because I know he's already married to his back hits, which is why he picked Jiren to begin with. Yeah, these people just keep throwing out back hits until something works out for them. So, if you notice someone like that, then it's probably safer to not vanish most of the time, because they will just mess up and throw out a back hit again, meaning that you get to get out of a combo for free. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we're approaching the end of this fight, and this guy can't really seem to hold his own. So, yeah, I just catch him off guard. I get a nice force hit confirm. Don't do it! He limit bursts. I saw that coming. I have, observation hacky. No one's gonna get that joke. This is a Dragon Ball channel. But that's the end of this video. If you like